Welcome in, everybody. It's the coach. This is Madden 20.
We are just a few miles from the Gulf Coast of Florida at Raymond James Stadium here in Tampa. Today we've got a Week 8 matchup on tap here between the Oakland Raiders and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. This will be taken in at the 1. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. So here comes the Raiders offense now onto the field. They're led out by their quarterback out of Fresno State, Derek Carr.
After seeing what he did last week, throwing 4 touchdown passes, I had to go to my thesaurus to try and come up with some great words for what he did. I'm still coming up blank. He was scintillated.
I'm going simple. I don't have your thesaurus. I'm going dynamite. He was dynamite.
I'll take it.
4 yards the result on the first play from scrimmage. Second down.
Well, they were unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. First rep of the game for Josh Jacobs. Just a gain of a yard there, and now it'll be 3rd down.
Whenever we talk about the best strong safeties, one word constantly comes up, and that's instinct. Being able to diagnose run or pass and make the appropriate moves.
He crashed down hard there. He was ready for that running play. Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete. So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
And this one hits at the 1, continues on into the end zone for a touchback. So here are the Bucs now to take over for the first time. As we get a peek at Brett Hundley, the former UCLA Bruin, he'll be the man under center.
And you've got to think that they've got to be feeling pretty fresh. You know, coming off of the open week, didn't have to play, right? Gives them a chance to rest up a little bit, heal some of those aches and pains, and excited about playing again. That really rekindles things a little bit. I want to see how they come out and establish themselves here early.
And that bye week coming right where they want it in the middle of the schedule. And a peek now at the offense for Tampa Bay.
And they should come in pretty well rested because they had their open week last week. Ideally, all teams want to have that open week later in the year rather than this early. But you make do with what they give you. So you take the time off, rest up, heal up, and come in ready to play.
9 yards the pickup there, and it's a 1st down.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy is setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and put the defense back on its heels.
And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. 1st down Tampa Bay there, a gain of 13. Relatively small sample size, but that's his longest run of the first quarter. Bounced it out to the outside to make it successful.
And to get there, you actually need some help. It's not just your pure speed getting to the corner, making sure that the blocking is taken care of inside so the pursuit doesn't get you. And oftentimes, those wide receivers, tight ends that might be flexed out, they've got to control the edge and make sure no one from the outside can spill the play before he gets there.
Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Here's how they'll line things up on the defensive side of the ball for Oakland. They've certainly had their struggles against the run at the 30th ranked unit out of 32 teams in the NFL.
The numbers are definitely not in their favor, but every time I click on the film and watch them, I see stretches where they play against the run really well. Their biggest problem, when they give up those explosive runs, those 30, 40, 50-yard runs, that'll really mess up your averages.
It's a gain of 16, 1st down Tampa Bay.
That's a very nice game there, a confidence-building run. Love the execution up front, and the way you press the hole, absolutely perfect.
All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. Here's Hilliard. A gain of 3, 2nd down. So a look here at the key inactives, and we got this list before the game down on the field. They tell us the same thing every time, don't they? Next man up.
No excuses. Be ready to play. That's the mantra of every organization. The key is having guys on the roster who are capable of filling in and playing at a high level. That's when you know you've drafted well, scouted free agents well, and stocked your team just the way you're supposed to. Well, that didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
third down. Richard. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive. So they'll pass on what would have been a 49-yard field goal attempt, and they're going for it on 4th down. They'll try and run for it. He'll get the first down and more inside the 20. And down to the 7-yard line. Wow, first and goal, and defensively all they can do is shake their heads. Not only did they allow the conversion, but a big play as well. That's his longest run of the first quarter. And, Charles, we talked before the game about them needing to establish the run game. They'll be looking for more of that.
And they got to the perimeter. So that tells me that that's part of the game plan of what they want to get done today. So they'll have some complimentary runs where he'll run it to the inside. But it appears that when they want the big yardage, they think they can get to the outside and make it happen.
They'll try again here from the 7 on 2nd and goal. Richard trying the right side. And he'll be stopped up after only a couple of yards as he gets it down to the 5. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that 2nd down is the time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being 4-down territory.
That'll set them back with a loss of 3 on the play. And that'll bring up 4th down. Such a long drive here. 3 points. That would be a disappointment, but I don't know if you can go for it here, can you?
Well, you know, the defense was really giving them a lot all the way downfield, and now they've stiffened. Forget that bend, don't break. Now they don't even want to let them get a yard, do they? So in this spot, remember what the coaches told us before the ball game? Any drive that ends with a kick is going to be okay with us, whether it's a punt, a field goal, or an extra point. Take the field goal right here.
And now Oakland ready to take the field. And they'll certainly be trying to do better than that first drive where they went 3 and out.
And sometimes the first drive is just simply to settle nerves. You know what it's like at the start of a game with the emotion. Guys are a little bit jumpy.
You do.
Oh, you understand the same way. It's just like us calling one, right? Making sure we ease into the game, let it come to us.
Well, you went 3 and out.
And now they have that opportunity.
No, you didn't go 3 and out. I went 3 and out on that first drive. I'll try to do better here. Shakes off the sack. Incomplete.
Yeah, very smart play right there. Pocket collapsing around him. Loved the way he moved around a little bit and avoided the sack.
On 2nd down, Jacobs. They get 6 here after the incompletion, and it'll leave them with a 3rd and 4. From the gun now on 3rd down, Carr. He's got a man open. It's Hunter Renfrow. And this is going to lead to another first down as the tackle's made at the Bucs' 27-yard line. So from Buccaneer territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 27. Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. That sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. Carr defers to Jacobs on the draw. And he'll be brought down at about the 25 after a pickup of 4. Carr with a play fake to Jacobs. Going to throw deep for the end zone. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. So instead of giving them another 3rd down, they'll decline it, brings up 4.
Now, that's smart football right there. You don't even have to really spend a lot of time considering it. Just know that you're probably going to get the ball back. Good job declining that penalty.
And Gonzalez puts this one through. And that will tie us at 3-3. So chalk that down as an 8-play drive capped with a field goal.
Yeah, as a friend of mine used to say, they were moving and grooving for a while, but they couldn't keep the momentum going enough to get a touchdown out of it.
This one fielded at the 5. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. And Tampa Bay trots out there now. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But you also have to remember, they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
Watch the safety creep. Let's go.
On second down now. Richard, not much there. Maybe a couple up to the 35. The good run on first down followed up by a not-so-good run on second down.
Now let's find out if they're going to stick with the run here on third down. A lot of people would love to see some play action here. I say go with your best running play over your best blocker.
A big pickup there, 18 yards and a Buccaneer first.
Absolutely love the run right there. This guy's known for his quickness, but also for his speed. And he's able to get to the second level almost before you blink if you give him any type of blocking. Always talk about slot receivers, and they're usually known as quicker than fast. In this case, we've got a guy who's quick and fast, and he used it to great advantage.
They'll run on first down. Hilliard. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
So much of the game today, we're looking for hybrid players, guys who can do a combination of jobs. And anyone who plays a strong safety position, now more than ever, is a hybrid-type player. Half defensive back that covers passes and half linebacker that makes tackles. We just saw the linebacker make that play.
9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. The handoff running left to Shard. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. On second down, Richard. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down. The Bucs on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. On the run, this is Hilliard. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. It's a gain of 11, and the Bucs have a first down.
I definitely like the play call. You don't expect it on 3rd and 5, 3rd and 6, do you? You expect a pass play. Had a little courage there to call the run, and boy, they were successful.
They stopped after only a yard, taking it down to the 14.
Well, praise has to go to the guys on the offensive line because they've had a very nice, productive day running the football. How about that poor defensive line? They've been knocked around the entire game, and while they slowed them down on that run,
and he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. Jalen Richard, his 2nd touchdown on the season, and the Bucs have taken the lead. Matt Gay on for the extra point.
Could not have blocked that one any better. Everyone was accounted for, and a great surge by the offensive line.
So that one a pretty time-consuming 10-play drive. And it ends on the Jalen Richard touchdown run. And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. Now the Oakland offense heading back onto the field to take over. Just a lone field goal for them so far, trailing 10-3 as they come up 1st and 10. Carr and the Raiders come up 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. From the gun, it's Carr. This will be caught. Tyrell Williams. He's got daylight. And all the way in. Touchdown, Oakland. Tyrell Williams. His 5th touchdown now on the year. as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Zane Gonzalez on for the extra point. And he'll put it through, and that evens us up at 10 apiece. One of the shortest drives you'll ever see. One play, 75 yards, 6 points. All level now at 10 apiece as the kick's away. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line. Here comes the Tampa Bay offense now heading back out onto the field. And it's a unit last drive that did it all on the ground, Charles.
And they controlled it from the interior. Big on big, right? Offensive lineman versus defensive lineman. But you know, in order to keep the football moving downfield, other people have to get involved as well. Your wide receivers, your tight ends, lead runners, anything that you have possible to get in front and keep the ball moving.
And now the defense may be looking out for a pass coming up. Takes this to the 27. Give him 4 yards.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
The Bucs on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. They'll look to throw. He'll find his running back. It's Jalen Richard. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. That's good for a Buccaneer first, a pickup of 12 yards.
It's a nice job hitting him on the angle route there. Come out of the backfield, cutting sharply across the middle. And that's good timing between the quarterback and his receiver.
Effective third down play to move the chains. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 45. All tied up at 10. 2 minutes left in the first half. We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll send you cross-state to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have all the stats and all the scores from games going on during another busy Sunday in the National Football League. Looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage.
No gain on the play. Brings up 3rd down and 5. 56.
On third down, Richard. And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. So in their own territory, but they only need a few inches, so they're going to opt to go for this thing. We'll see. Maybe a surprise pass or run. What will they do? We're about to find out. 4th down. And I'm not sure he got there. Did they stop him? They did. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Raiders with the football now in excellent field position. Carr now on first down. It's complete to Williams. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. The pickup goes for 16 and a Raider first down. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Shotgun now for Carr. That's complete to his tight end, Waller. And they'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. To throw, it's Carr. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Jacobs. And this will be a gain of 6 when it's all said and done. Down to the 15 from the 21. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Caught by Cobb. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. First down now, but the clock continues to move. Now the Raiders going to burn their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1.
Down. 185. They're running it.
Now Carr again. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. Hunter Renfrow as the first half is winding. Down as his guys are able to regain the lead. Gonzalez now to add the extra point. He's got it as they go up by a total of 17-10. So that drive spanned 5 plays, and it winds up in 6 points for the Raiders. This will be fielded at the 8. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. Likely time for just one final play, and then it'll be off to the locker room to talk about how they can erase this deficit.
Yeah, and I think a lot of people look at it and go, well, maybe you take a shot here. Maybe you get some momentum going into the half. What's the flip side of that? You do something crazy, quarterback gets hit, ball comes free, and now you're down an even bigger margin. Go ahead and take this one, go to the locker room, start over.
On second down now, Richard. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. So we have reached halftime with it. And now due to apparent time constraints, we fast forward to the beginning of the second half. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This is fielded at the goal line. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. Out come the Buccaneers. They'll have it first to start in the third quarter. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. He had a really solid first half running the football and picking up where he left off here in the third quarter.
How about the yardage he's piling up right now? This feels like a full game, not just this series that we're watching right now. I know people are screaming, where are the adjustments from halftime on the defensive side of the ball? Sometimes they're just not there. Sometimes you just got to find a way to tackle someone.
And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. 15 yards as Tampa Bay picks up the first. It's been an excellent day for him running the football, no doubt, as he continues to soar well past 100 yards.
Yeah, it almost feels like he can just grab his briefcase and head home after putting in a full day's work at the office, doesn't it?
Carl Joseph up from his safety spot to make the play.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. He'll take that anytime you hand the ball to a back.
On second down, Hilliard. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. 27 yards there, a first down.
I hope we give enough respect to the big guys up front because they have been getting it done on this drive. The holes have been large, and they've been barreling through them, picking up first downs.
5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. Was that 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Dontrell Hilliard, his first touchdown on the year. As they are an extra point away now from tying this football game.
Offensive line coaches always tell their guys, if we score touchdowns, that means we got to the end zone first. That's exactly what those blockers did, clearing the way for their back.
Extra point by Gay is up and good. And that will level the playing field at 17-all. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. So here comes the Raiders offense getting ready for their first possession of the second half. First half showed us some pretty good offense. Tie game, we'll see what the second half brings.
And it'll be interesting because I think
nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Sometimes I watch games and wonder why they use play fakes on certain passing situations because it's not going to fool anyone. I don't know if that was the case here, but the end result was the same. No one fooled. Quarterback was hit.
And nothing doing here as this time the run maybe gets him back to the line of scrimmage, but that's it. On 3rd and long, it's Carr. He's got his target. It's Cobb. And now off to the races down the right side. And all the way in. Touchdown, Oakland. 3rd touchdown pass now for Derek Carr as his guys have now moved out in front. Well, that's a heck of a response to regain the lead after we had seen the touchdown to tie the game.
I would say what we just saw there was a great amount of poise, because typically when teams tie the game up, it's a little bit of a, how would you say, you kind of take a step back and have to get yourself regrouped. They regrouped in a hurry, didn't they? They attacked back after they had been tied.
And in a big way, that was a statement-long touchdown. This fielded at the 2. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. There again is the running back as he trots onto the field. He's up over 100 yards, and he'll be looking to get in the end zone again.
Has a tremendous nose for it, doesn't he? The ability to pile up yardage and find the end zone, that's the combination you want in your runner.
That's a combination any coach wants, and we'll see if he can find that end zone once more. That's good for a Buccaneer first, to pick up of 12 yards. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. They'll keep it on the ground. Richard. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves them with a 2nd and 3.
They've been running it well all game, and why not? The big guys up front, they're just having a ball, creating monster holes for their guys to run through.
And a minimal gain here as he's up to about the 47-yard line. And he got half of what he needed there, 2 yards, and it'll bring up a 3rd and 2 more. They'll run again with Hilliard, and he will have the 1st down as he's brought down up near midfield. 2 yards and able to get the 1st down in the process. 2 1st downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10. Now a give right side. Hilliard. And this will be taken across midfield and into Raider territory. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8. On 2nd down now, Richard. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Officially no gain on the play, and they're left with a 3rd and 8. They'll keep it on the ground. Richard. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. It's a gain of 11, and the Bucs have a 1st down.
And he continues to pile up the yardage. That puts him over $150 now. And this defense has really had its problems trying to keep him contained.
On 1st down, Hilliard. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. The run defense, they have been porous at times today, but not that last go-around.
No, they really tightened it up, didn't they? They finally got themselves a win, because all game long we've seen them get gashed. This time they played their responsibilities, played their keys, and made a nice stop.
And he's able to get more than half of what they needed. That brings up a 3rd and 5.
But you got to give kudos to your offensive line and the guy carrying the ball, because they were in a 2nd and long situation. It seemed pretty dire, but they brought it back to 3rd and manageable with that run.
They'll set up a throw. And he's got his target. That's more. And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 16.
Well, normally on a 3rd down play, I'm not a huge proponent of play action. But when you run it as effectively as we've seen them do in this game, yeah, it sets it up pretty well.
Yeah, particularly on this drive. They've been great running the ball. Good setup. They'll run on 1st down. Richard. And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. Jalen Richard, his 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Nice execution there. Good job by the O-line getting him in for the 2nd time.
And you always have to start with credit there when you're having a big game. I mean, you don't get there by yourself. That's rare. But how about the ability to see the proper holes pick the proper place to go and find his way into the end zone.
Nothing separating these two sides. 24 all our score as he sends this one away. So out come the Raiders. After the long touchdown drive we just saw, you wonder if maybe that's taken a little of the wind out of this offense's sails, because they had it going pretty good last time too.
Had to sit over there for a little while, didn't they? You know, they were eager, amped up to get back on the field after just scoring, hoping to get the ball back quickly. That didn't happen, so I'd say come out, just kind of get started again. You know, doesn't have to be anything dramatic. Just get moving, get loose again, and see if they can get it downfield.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 26-yard line.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Working from the gun, it's Carr. That's complete to Cobb. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 25 yards there on the catch and run.
They hit that crossing route really well. Excellent timing, puts it right on him, and he keeps running.
Yeah, turned it upfield for good yardage. So from Buccaneer territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. Carr finds Williams. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. A pickup of 10, and it's enough for an Oakland first down. And this will probably be the last play of the quarter. And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. On first down, Jacobs. And he's taken down inside the 30. A pickup of 10, and it's enough for an Oakland first down.
That was good, tough running right up the middle. And if the defense can't penetrate and make him slow his pace or change direction, that's often the end result.
On first down, they go with Jacobs again. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. The Raiders on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. Carr. He's got his man. It's Williams. And he picks up the first down yardage as he takes this one down to the 15. That one good for 7 as this long drive continues and the chains move again. Carr now 13 of 16 throwing the football. It's 1st and 10. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. Once again, it's Jacobs. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. The tally there, -2 yards, brings up 3rd down. So 1st and 2nd down went in the wrong direction. They'll try to do better here on 3rd and 13. Now Carlos Hyde in the game. And they're able to corral him right around the 8, and that's short of the first down. They pick up 10, but it'll still lead to a 4th down. Temptation there certainly to go for this, but I think you have to kick it, right?
The temptation coming from the fantasy owners, right? I mean, there are some that are going to want to kick it because they may have that kicker, but overall, get more yardage, maybe a chance for a touchdown. But no, absolutely not. Run that field goal kicker out there. Kick it. You've got to take the chance to take the lead right now. You don't want to put it back in your defense.
That drive took him inside the 10. Good job defensively to hold him to 3.
Yeah, I like how you did that. Give a little tip of the cap to the stop troops there because they didn't give up a touchdown in that situation, right? Made them kick the field goal. And, yeah, points went against them, but that feels a whole lot better running off the field.
They'll run on first down. Richard. And he'll take it ahead to the 28-yard line. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. They'll keep it on the ground. Richard. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It'll wind up being a loss of 2. And that'll bring up a 3rd down. The Bucs on 3rd down. 6 conversions and 9 tries. They've done a great job of picking these up. This will be 3rd and 5. And this is caught. He hits more. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Now Hundley. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. That pass just a little bit off. It looked like maybe he tried to force it in there.
Game speed, always different, no matter what you do in practice. Can't simulate it, right? So your decision-making, everything has to be a little bit quicker. Sometimes it can throw you off until you adjust.
Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well. Not sure what happened out there, but it looked like the timing was a little off on that throw.
Well, you know I'm a defender, so what am I going to say?
Great defense.
Darn right. They did something to disrupt that timing.
Throwing, Hundley. He's got a man. It's Sutton that's complete. A big pickup there, 18 yards and a Buccaneer first. Hundley now, 5 straight completions here in this 2nd half. 1st and 10. They'll try the left side. Richard. 1st down, Tampa Bay there, a gain of 13.
Another carry for their leader and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch victory.
On 1st down, Hilliard. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5. They'll keep it on the ground. Hilliard. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
Don't be mad. Don't be mad. It's more coming. It's more where it comes from.
One of the bigger plays in the game thus far. The crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. And he's going to have the hook up to Sutton. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown, and that's what they're gunning for on 1st and goal. They'll try the left side. Richard, and he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. A nice pickup of 6 there to get him closer to the end zone, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
That's a strong pickup right there on 1st down, and as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. They'll keep it on the ground. Richard, and he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage. Back at the 6. It's a loss of 4. Now 3rd down. 3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the 4th. So it's Buccaneer football as we welcome you back. They face a critical 3rd and goal now in a 1-score game. Now a give, right side. Richard. Nothing doing there as the 13th play of the drive proves to be unlucky. Let's think about this stage of the second half. You're taking the chip shot field goal, right?
Boy, I'd love to be on the headset right now between head coach and play caller because you know it's a heavy conversation right here because I'm guaranteed the play caller is like, Coach, I've got this. I've got to play for this one. But the smart play, kick the field goal, take the chip shot, 3 points.
Yeah, tie the game. Knocks this one through. And with a little more than a minute to go, we are all tied. But we knew this had the potential to be a tight game, but with less than 3 minutes to play, couldn't be any tighter. We're all tied.
All locked up, right? And this next drive is going to tell us everything we need to know about this game because I want to see how they come out with the football. Are they going to be aggressive and attack downfield? You still got a 2-minute warning to come up? Or are they going to be conservative and try and hold on and maybe just get to overtime?
Tyrell Williams heading back out on the field now. And I know that they've double-teamed him a couple times, but not a ton. Whatever they're doing isn't working. He's up over 100 yards. We'll see how they adjust.
And when they do that, they weaken their defense in other places as well. And how many times have we done games where we've seen a guy have a big game like this, but it's usually not by himself, is it? Right. Usually it opens it up for other people to have big games as well.
This is Cobb with a catch right side. 7 yards there and a first down. First down now, but the clock continues to move. That's complete to Williams out of the backfield. And that's a touchdown as they've broken our tie here in the final minute of the fourth.
I don't know how many more of these my heart can take, my man. I just don't know. Another big touchdown late in the game. They look like they're in control, but still, there's a chance. Block the extra point, go down and score, kick the extra point themselves. They can pull this one out.
Yeah, but also on the sideline that just took the lead, you got to get your defense ready and the special teams unit for the kickoff coming up.
Yeah, you're exactly right. Got to pull everyone together and make sure they're still focused and aren't already celebrating a win.
This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. So now the Bucs down on the scoreboard. A little over 20 seconds to go. They need a touchdown to the PAT to tie it as they come up 1st and 10.
56, Mike, 56. Let's go, D. Mike, 56. Mike, 56.
He's back to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. These are the spots, this stage of the game, where it pays to have speed on the perimeter, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and in the second quarter, he may very well run by him, but in this situation, I know as a defender, I'm loosening up a couple of extra steps that allowed him to run with him stride for stride.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 11 seconds remaining in the ball game. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Back to throw. He's going to let it fly. And nearly intercepted there. That would have been ball game if he had clinched it and caught it. Instead, it gives him one more chance here on 4th down. Down 7, and they've got to go for it here on 4th down. He'll look to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And it's incomplete. So their final drive comes up empty. And with that, the ball game is over. So this one, a victory for the Oakland Raiders. And you look back over the score sheet, interesting. A very clean game, no turnovers by either side.
An absolute rarity when we watch games now because defenses have put such an emphasis on taking the ball away. Well, what we saw here was offenses spending their time saying, look, you know they're coming for it. Ball security is paramount. So they worked on that, not just a week of practice, but I'm sure all